Hey, this is my portfolio. It's currently worth $1,587 and whatever cents. The first stock is Microsoft. It's at $213. I bought it at $95.91. I currently own one share, plus I now reinvest the dividends. So I now made $118 off this one stock alone. It's a pretty incredible company. If we come down here, we're going to see my history for the dividends I've been getting, and I've been getting a solid dividend every quarter for as long as I've owned the stock, and it's increasing. It's always increasing. Next is Eli Lilly at $149, and this stock I bought one share of it at $104.73, and I now reinvest the dividends. And once again, this is another stock that continuously pays dividends every quarter. Next is Occidental Petroleum. It's at $13.37. I own 4 shares. I bought them at $12.48, right when all the Saudi Arabia stuff in the trade war was going on between Russia, and oil prices went down. And I've only got in a small quarter because I've been losing a ton of money, but I will stick with it. Next is Viacom CBS at $27.66. An amazing, incredible company. I own one share. The average cost is weird because I owned a stock in Viacom when they merged, and the average cost is the dividend reinvested. And I've only received 3 because that's not as long as I've owned it. Coca-Cola, an amazing company, always beating expectations. Now, if we look, I sold it off to buy other stocks, but when I had my dividend reinvested, that stock is earning money and gaining value. Next is Verizon at $59. I bought 2 of them at $57, so I'm up like $2. I've made $3 in its lifetime. Solid company, been around since the 2000s and pays a solid dividend. Next is Disney, and Disney stock is insanely undervalued right now because of their parks being shut down. Next is Bank of America. I bought 5 shares at $26.54, and it's gone down $4 because they lowered interest rates, which means that they're making less money. But they do pay a dividend, and I just reinvested from now on. And those are just some of my older dividends. Next is Ally Financial. I bought the stock because it was down at the time, but it continually went down when they lowered interest rates since they're a bank. And I own 1 share, and yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to it. W.R. Grace is a chemical company. I bought it when it was down, and it went down even further, but I have hopes of buying more and putting down. CBL is a real estate investment trust that I bought. It was one of my very first stocks, and I only had a little bit amount of money, and so what I did was I made it so that I would be able to keep it. Next is Econ Enterprises. It's gone down significantly, but I get a $2 dividend every single quarter, which is insane. Next is Phillips 66. It went down with oil prices, and it's still recovering. It's currently at $63.65, and I bought it at $98, and it's now at $63. So I think I'm going to buy more shares to increase my cost or decrease my cost per share. Next is Pinnacle Financial. It's a smaller bank, and I bought it when it was down, but this is before interest rates dropped, and so I'm just waiting for it to go back up, and it's not too close. Carnival, I bought before all this stuff started happening, so it was like at $45 I bought it at, and then when you don't do anything, it decreases. Next is American Express. I bought this before they decreased interest rates, which caused the stock to drop, and it's slowly climbing back up, but I got a long ways to go. Reinvested dividend, and I'm going to decrease my average cost and hopefully turn a profit. Charles Schwab, bought it. I love it. I'm going to hold it for a long time. I own 7 shares in it. I bought it at like $36. Next is Comcast, and I bought this because They're about to release Peacock, and I found out that they have Xfinity, which is insanely good, but it's only on the East Coast and they have room to expand. Next is Johnson & Johnson. I just wanted to dip my toe in the stock, and that's why I own a very, very fractional share, but it's gone up significantly. Next is Lockheed Martin, my favorite aerospace and defense company. Next is Tenet Healthcare, and I bought this because of all the